Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and today's weapon is one that I used a long time ago in a video, and we're just trying to see if it's still viable in 2024. Either way, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. So this is duct tape and super glue. This is a bloodied, explosive, resistance while reloading pipe pistol. And this is the thing. This is a weapon I used a long time ago, and I wasn't really sure how it was going to stand up against weapons then. It did really well, really competitively, and I think it's still going to be the relevant thing now. And I think this is the kind of thing with a lot of weapons. You're not taking on bosses all the time. You don't need to be using boss grade weapons constantly. This is a fairly fun and usable weapon. You know, you can roleplay, you can do lots of things with it. And I think it gets unnecessarily crapped on because it's a pipe pistol. And I think they are actually pretty decent. You know, and you can disagree with me all you like, but I do think they are pretty decent weapons, and you are capable of killing even the top end of the enemies in the game with them. But we're going to see that today. And this is the build we're using, you know, nothing special, nothing too ridiculous. Your kind of general guerrilla build, just trying to optimize as much damage as possible. And that's pretty much it. We'll probably swap out Adrenaline for, God, what's it called? Modern Renegade when we get to the Scorpish Queen, the Mirelurk Queen, because it's easier to cripple her, but other than that, we're pretty much going to be running with this the whole time. Alrighty, so, as we start off, now I'll mention first off, this weapon does come fitted with a silencer, so you can use it in a silent state. And you're seeing, like, its clip's not very big. Its clip is very small. But in terms of like damage, it's actually quite decent. It's not the greatest damaging weapon in the game you'll find, and on a clip you're not going to be able to take out like slews of super mutants. But they go down. They go down fairly quickly, and you know the reload speed on this thing is actually really quick, despite me not having reload speed on the weapon effect. If I had reload speed on there, that would be 15% quicker, and you're going to be able to do a lot of different things. Now, the reason why I have such a small mag is because we're using armor piercing on here, so that enables us to get a bit more damage out of it. But you're seeing, like, even though we've got the explosive effect on here, we're not being discovered. We're not losing out on our stealth. We are basically completely screwing these guys up with minimal effort, and it just reloads a lot. Like that's the kind of thing. If it reloading a lot annoys you, this gonna annoy you in the current form I'm using it. But realistically, even though it's reloading a lot, it reloads so quick that I don't think that's really a problem for me. Like, it's literally, I feel like it's not an issue. It's a non-factor of a problem. But some people, like I know some people will get annoyed at that just because they like getting annoyed at those kind of things. But for me, very much not a problem thing with this weapon. I get to just go, and it sounds very entertaining as you do it. The damage is decent, and we're killing things fairly quickly because it's automatic, you know. There's lots of different things you can go down the route. I mean, it depends on what your mods are. If you want to use this thing, you know, out of VATS, you can. It doesn't have like an overly ridiculous recoil on it, but at the same time, I think you're going to get most benefit out of it via VATS if you want to use it that way. But yeah, like you're seeing, like we can hit fire it, well, not hit fire it. We can we can hit fire it, and it will do what it needs to do. But it is what it is. It's one of those weapons that I just feel is very underrated, very kind of crapped on because, you know, it's a pipe pistol, and because it's a pipe pistol, you can usually find good versions of these in people's vendors because they don't give them the time or day. Alrighty, with the Super Mutants of Westek defeated, we will head on over to Jeff and see how well this thing does against him. Now, I will reiterate, because it's small clip size, I will say that don't judge this thing by how much it does in a clip. Do it by how many bullets. So we're now on bullet 45, and Jeff hasn't even discovered us, so this weapon is very good at keeping you stealthy. So it's going to take you around about, what, 60 bullets to take out Jeff? I mean, not overly worth it, but you know, I'm getting 44 back. So yeah, it's a very successful weapon. I think that when it comes to this, people just unfairly hate on them. They are very good at just general use. And even then, against bigger enemies, as you're seeing here, they still go down. Alrighty, so with any of these videos, we come to the Mirelurk Queen. Now, I did have some trouble there, and she somehow got crippled, but she's got full health again. So what we're going to do is use, well, the Modern Renegade perk. And as you can see, this completely cripples her and allows us to just wail on her while she can do nothing back to us. And this is what I would recommend you do with most enemies like this. Every weapon type has things that you can put onto them just to show how well they do, and this is, yeah, this is no different. One thing I would say is, obviously you're going to use a lot of ammo taken to the Mirelurk Queen. This isn't even the full powered Mirelurk Queen, and it's, yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. I wouldn't recommend taking on these types of enemies with, well, I wouldn't deliberately take them on. If you have to kill them, you will be able to kill them. It's just a case of, it's not worth the ammo, personally, but you know, if you have to take them down, you will take them down. So with any of these videos, we come into the expeditions. Now, I'm not going to show you against the Overgrown. It's not worth killing the Overgrown with this weapon. You're much better off killing humanoids, and you're seeing with one clip, I'm killing about 2 of them. So that's 15 bullets for bullets for 2 of them, and you're getting around about 13 bullets per person. So you can farm your ammo back here if you are using it on the human enemies. Against the Overgrown, you're just throwing ammo at them, you're just using it up. It's not the most efficient way of using it. One thing I would also say is be careful with your ammo. Sometimes, for some reason, it is not registering my initial hits. So basically, stalling your shots a little bit would be an idea. It's not exactly the most ideal solution, but it might mean you get more ammo efficiency. And you're seeing, look at my ammo, it's flying up in comparison. I mean, we had 50 ammo, now we've got 100, and that's just going to keep going against the humanoid enemies. Against the boss enemies, yes, you're going to waste a lot of ammo on this weapon, but, you know, swap to something that is maybe a bit more ammo efficient in order to do that, you know, like the Crusader pistol and that kind of thing. But I definitely think this is a fun weapon to use in here and gain ammo and do your kind of usual thing. It's not the best weapon in the game. It is going to use a lot of ammo up, but it is a good one. The major downside of it is actually its durability, and you can see that from here. Like, I didn't craft this weapon, so it is very, very flimsy and breaks very easily. And there are downsides to it. It's not the be-all and end-all of weapons, but if you find one for cheap with the effects that you want, and you can convert it into a rifle as well, it is a very usable weapon that is fun. I actually really like pipe weapons, and I think there'd be a lot more fun things in the game if they made a lot more weapons like this that were, you know, modular and weird and wacky and, you know, like you've just made them out of rubbish. There's not enough weapons, improvised weapons in this game, and yeah, I like the pipe weapons, I really do. So that was Duct Tape and Super Glue, the bloodied explosive pipe pistol. Now, as I've said, these weapons are interesting. You know, they don't work as well as some of the other pistols. They are not considered to be endgame tier, but you can use them in almost every situation and still actually get away quite happily and quite easily. It's just one of those things where I don't understand why these weapons are not more prevalent in the game. You know, I don't understand why Bethesda hasn't made more types of pipe pistol weapons that are, you know, added extra things, or allow you to upgrade them in a sense that makes them more durable, and you know, like have different materials made of them. A pipe pistol made of wood, a pipe pistol made of aluminum, a pipe pistol made of steel, a pipe pistol made of vault steel. There's so many things that you could do with a weapon that you've made out of junk you've found that they haven't really dived into, and I think it's a missed opportunity, and I think these weapons are interesting, and I quite enjoy them. But with that, I'll leave you for next time, guys, and we'll catch you all next time in the wasteland.
You hear him barking, you fear you're close to the end. Running through the night, shadows lurking round the bend. Heart pounding fast, adrenaline starts to flow. Can you survive the chase? Only time will let you know. Eyes lock in, the tension fills the air. Knowing that he's near, feeling his fiery stare. In the darkness, you must find a way to hide, but his roar echoes through the night. There's no place to confide. The hunter's roar, it's a melody of fear. He's lurking